new live stream, and today we are continuing our journey as a Seattle Seahawks wide receiver. Before we begin, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Good notification, never miss another video or live stream. And let me know what you would like to see next. Alright, so last time we left off, we have a record of 3-0. We're going up against the New York Giants on the road, week 4. The following week is the bye week. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, we're gonna edit real quick, because it's a Monday primetime game, so we're gonna alternate classic or cover. Split them where they're alternate classic, and then what we'll do is we'll have our team wear our color rush.
Tonight, from MetLife Stadium.
Okay. Here we go, 2nd and 6.
Will Smith. Looking left sideline, it's complete.
There we go. There's our first catch of the game.
That one covers 29 yards. First down. Back to throw. Smith going up top. This is caught at the 20. Inside.
Touchdown. There we go.
Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there.
Oh, look at that. Alright, we were open, but we signaled to him right there.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example.
Right.
On 4th down, it's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A 40-yard punt given 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles.
There we go. Open. All us. 40, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Seahawks. There we go.
His second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Wow, we're on fire in this game right now. That's incredible. Later today, I'm probably gonna do right after I end this stream, I'm probably gonna have one where we become a left outside linebacker for a team.
Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. returning is Smith. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20.
There we go. That's our third touchdown of the game for our player and for the team.
Way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final. On 1st and 10, Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 14 yards that time for number 14. The final shot here before break. Smith going down the middle, and it's complete.
Oh man, I was hoping we could get more from that.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where you see the final score there. Damian Harris, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Justin Herbert, over 400 yards passing with 3 touchdown passes as well. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. Jordan Love, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory.
All right.
Now Gino on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. 56 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list.
Touchdown, Seahawks. From 19 yards away. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game, throwing the football, all 4 touchdowns. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. This is taken at the 18. And he takes us beyond the 35 before
Really wondering a slow down simulation how it was
blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So slowing
Coming
down
to the
even
line
more
here to begin
time.
their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both...
This is caught inside the 15.
There we go.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC offensive.
We can speed it back up.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
This is fielded inside the 5. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
Smith going to throw it. He's going to go up top again. And got his man complete.
Off to the races inside the 20.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. This is taken at the 18.
I thought I could.
A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
He's got a man complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases.
Throwing now, Smith.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And they take a knee. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Right.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. Time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Seahawks, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets,
I think you just said the Jets. No, that was the Giants. That was the team we just played. We just played the Giants. Okay, on our way to our bye week. We should look at stats and awards to find out who for week 1, Disney Offensive Player of the Week for the NFC. Disney had 12 receptions, 504 receiving yards, 42.0 receiving average, and 8 receiving touchdowns. Week 2, NFC Offensive Player of the Week, Disney Man, 9 receptions, 473 receiving yards, 52.6 receiving yards, and 7 receiving touchdowns. Week 3, 292 82 receiving yards, 47.0 receiving average, and 4 receiving touchdowns. And finally, for the last game against the Giants, 11 receptions, 560 receiving yards, 50.9 receiving average, and 7 receiving touchdowns. And then I got for the NFC defensive for week 1, you had Diggs, the cornerback for the Cowboys. You had Khalil Mack for the Chargers for the AFC defense. AFC offense, you had Deshaun Watson, Browns QB. And you have week 2, AFC defense player of the week, you had Myles Garrett. AFC offensive player of the week 2, you had Josh Allen. And for the NFC defense, left outside linebacker Reddick for the Eagles. Week 3, you had defense player of the week, double middle linebacker Davis for the Saints. AFC defense, you had Harris, the defensive tackle for the Browns, and you had Russell Wilson, the quarterback of the AFC offense. And last week in the game, when we played the Giants, Josh Jacobs, the halfback for the Raiders, AFC offense, AFC defense, you had Von Miller, and you had, I think his first name is Levante Davis, NFC defense player of the week, middle linebacker for the, Tampa Bay Bucks. Let me make sure I got his name right. Yeah, Levante David. Alright. Let's see, the NFL records. We hold the record for receiving yards in a single game at 560, and then receiving touchdowns, we hold the record for. We have the top 3, 8 and 7. Yes. And then for the season, let's see. Receiving yards. We're up there at 1,800. 19, and the most receiving yards single season is 164. Holy Calvin Johnson at 12. Receiving touchdown single season, we hold record for now. $1,900 says okay. We have this week we have the Bengals. Okay, guys, so we got NFL season weeks and the week 6 of the NFL season.
Today,
Luckily it's our team's week 5 game in Cincinnati against the Cincinnati Bengals.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals.
Fielded just inside the 30. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3.
Around so I can actually see what I'm running towards.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now Geno. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Throwing now is Geno. Looking left side, and it's complete. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Geno now to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On now to punt, Brad Robbins. And taken right on the 30. And a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held him, they might go for it again.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Again, Smith. There goes a deep ball. End zone.
Touchdown.
Caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest-Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final. On first down, it's Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. The end result, 21 yards.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back.
On first down, Smith. Throwing left side, it's complete. Inside the 20. Now he's loose again. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Smith on first down. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 68 yards.
Well, he already had a big receiving game working, and it's going to get a lot better here. Defensively, they're fortunate this is not a touchdown. But he's just been absolutely unstoppable, and he comes up with yet another gigantic play.
There we go.
And he's
Touchdown.
Score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Just a great individual effort there to take. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's to the 10, and he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hit.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
A big play there. 42 yards. And the Seahawks are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Seahawks have pretty well... So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.
Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I think it's gonna do it for this stream. Hope you enjoyed. As you can see on our overall, we are not far from being a 99 score, as they call it. But yeah, I'm gonna get off here and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.